Welcome, my dear students of class 10th. Dear student, I am Rajendra Rai from LPM Public School. Dear students, in the current series of the videos, as you are learning the chapter Our Environment. In the previous video, you have already learned about the trophic level, about the food chain, about the food web. And my dear student, now come to the topic, that is the effect of man's activities on the ecosystem. The effect of man's activities means the man-made disturbances are the main cause of the disturbance in the different ecosystems. And examples which are as follows. The examples are removal of lions, My dear students, as you know, the lion is at the top of the food chain, and lions and tigers, they are getting only minimum amount of energy, that is transferring from the sun to producer to carnivores to third category of the carnivores. And this lion and this tiger, they are on the top of the food chain. So they are already in endangered position. But if in the forest there were illegal killings and hunting, then there will be no predator control over the population of deer. Suppose if there will be no any tiger, no any lion, then what happened? There were a lot number of the deers and other grazing animals which get predated by the lions and tigers, and if their population will be not controlled, the population of deer, the population of other unwanted grazing animals not controlled, then what happened? Then there will be the problem of the deficiency of the plants on the earth. So deer eat grass, and so when deer population will increase, it will lead to the excessive grazing of the grass, and then there will be the problem of recycling of the food chain. My dear student, second, that is the removal of deer. If they are hunted, they are predated by the human. But as you know that deers and other these animals are for the lions, they are prey for the lions. However, if all the deer population of a forest is removed, then what happens? Then there will be no sufficient food available for lions, and lion will be in the endangered position. And also there will be the huge growth of the grassland, forest, etc. Huge grassland population will be there at the land, which in the absence of the deers, the grass will be not eaten by the deers, and the deers will be not available for the food for the lions. So there will be the disturbance in the ecosystem by the removal of lions and by the removal of deers, which is illegal. The killing of deer and lion is illegal. That is why it is now illegal. And now, my dear students, removal of the producers. Third, that is the removal of producers like grassland and plants and forests. So this is when all producers such as grass and other trees are removed, then no deer or lion or any other organism will exist here on the earth. So my dear students, as the development is going on, so many forests are cutting day by day, population increasing, and if it happens, if it continues, then there will be the problem of natural transfer of energy from producer to consumer, consumer to tertiary consumer and to top level consumer. And the natural ecosystem, the cycle of the natural ecosystem, trophic level, that get disturbed. So my dear students, these are the man-made problems. Man-made problems. And these man-made problems are responsible for disturbance in the ecosystem. Dear students, second type of the effect that is also man-made, and that is the effects of the adding waste in the environment. Environment get polluted by adding the different types of the waste, and see what will happen if adding more and more wastes. So my dear students, as far as the wastes are concerned, there are two types of wastes. Two types of wastes are there: biodegradable wastes and non-biodegradable wastes. Non-biodegradable wastes. Dear students, the addition of these biodegradable and non-biodegradable substances, waste, that is also man-made problem. Man-made, and these affect the ecosystem, these affect the environment. My dear students, the biodegradable wastes are cattle dung, compost, vegetable peels, flowers, cake, fruit, grass, jute, cotton, hay, wood, wheat, paper, wool, tea, leaves, leather and animal bones, etc. These are the biodegradable wastes which are adding, it is adding naturally and it is adding by man also. So what effect will be of the biodegradable waste? Effect number one, that is the breakdown and decomposition of the biodegradable waste result in the production of foul smell that spread in surrounding area, making life miserable. Foul smell, its decomposition results foul smell and it creates the miserable life in the surrounding, this foul smell. So in biodegradable substances that get decomposed, they spread the foul smell in surrounding. The biodegradable waste take time to degrade. And so flies and breed and hues, they carry the germs and spread diseases like diarrhea, typhoid, So other thing is that is diseases, different types of the diseases caused by these biodegradable waste while it taking so many times in decomposition, and these diseases causing microorganisms, they are responsible for spreading the disease in the human society. And this is the second type of the effect of the biodegradable waste that man is adding in the environment. Now dear students, come to the non-biodegradable e-waste. These are the DDT, polythene, bag, plastics, ball points, pen, refills, synthetic fibers, glass objects, metal articles like aluminum, can, iron nails, silver foil, and radioactive waste. So these are waste when adding in the environment, get added in the environment, and also this is by man-made. This is the man-made. So these affect very severely, and several types of the chemicals, DDT, etc., results biomagnification. Biomagnification means the introduction of such chemicals in the life form when using in the agriculture. Radioactive substances also very harmful for life forms, and plastic articles, glass articles, metal objects are major pollutant of our environment because they take so much time to break in the breakdown process. So these are the different types of the harmful effects on the environment, and that is especially by man activities. Dear students, this biodegradable waste, this non-biodegradable waste having some chemicals, and these chemicals are using in the agriculture, in fertilizers, in insecticide, pesticide chemicals, and what happened? They are affecting, if that is going to water, then phytoplankton means microscopic plants, unicellular plants, and zooplankton means microscopic organisms. They get eaten by the fishes, and fishes are eaten by the human. So these chemicals that is coming in water, in agriculture, and that is going to the water, pond, lake, etc. So biomagnification takes place in the phytoplankton, zooplankton, and they get eaten by the fishes, and fishes eaten by its predators. So there will be the chain of the biomagnification in the life forms, and it will be harmful. So my dear students, these are the harmful effects of the man-made activities, and that is that has to be controlled for the betterment of our environment, betterment of our ecosystem. So dear students, now come to the next topic, and that topic is biological magnification. What I have told you here, this topic will be discussed in detail in the next video. My dear students, if you like this video, please put a like. If you dislike this video, put a dislike. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.